Hey guys, this is Coach Derek, co-host of the Soapboxing Podcast. Man, ever since I found this Anchor app, I tell you, podcasting has become a lot simpler and a lot easier to do. They distribute the podcast over several platforms, and you have to do no work. I tell you, man, if you're interested in doing podcasting, you need to download the Anchor app. That's ANCHOR.FM. You can get started today with the Anchor app and do whatever your heart desires.
For his weight class.
And it's weird because though he doesn't fight tall and has all that in the inside, he knows how to use his length.
Yep.
So put something on it. It's weird. It's a real weird thing with that kid.
Yeah. He's a freak of nature, dude.
All right, let me see. Hold on before let me get you this link. I know we live shit. Yeah, there we go. All right, I sent it to that chat, bro.
All right.
Just forward it to whatever you want to forward to.
Okay.
Hold on, man. Let me get that one. All right, this is the inaugurative. You got that link? You seen it?
Yep. I'm sending it now.
All right, why is this? Hey, that's original music too, bro. My homeboy made.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we live now, bro, on several shits.
All right.
Before we get into this fight, man, I was asking you, were you able to watch any of the fights this weekend? Cause man, I watched all of them except the best one. The best one I had to go watch again, man. I had to find a link, man. But I was interested in seeing what Ryan was gonna do, and who else fought? Several people fought. Michaela, I wanted to see how Marlene fared on the zone. So I was watching everybody but the giant dude. And to be honest with you, man, I seen him a few times, and I really was being dismissive, man, of that kid, man. And my own crew, man. My apprentice coach, he was like, "Nah, coach, this dude could fight, man." Quentin was telling me, "Nah, man, this dude could fight, bro. He just looks like a baby giraffe, man." But that
yeah, I seen him fight before, and I knew he could fight. Well, I didn't think he was gonna do that to Lubin.
Well, that was the thing. I was like, you know, Lubin's got a bad knock on him about that chin shit, but that's bullshit. That's fans, man. Because, Coach, I'm sure you explain it to the fighters all the time. Anyone can get knocked out if you don't see the punch, man. But
anybody can get clipped at any given time. It's boxing.
And to Erickson's and to the good, he took a hell of an ass whooping and didn't go nowhere. You know, I think saying that kid's chin is wrong, man. I think he got caught against Charlo with a shot he didn't see. That's why it's an uppercut, come from where you don't see it. And I think it was an uppercut he caught, but I don't remember. Anyway, I think that gets overblown, the chinny shit. I mean, there's such thing as chinny, but you know, that kid, I
always tell my boxers that punch that knocks most folks out is the punch they never see coming.
Right. And anybody who don't see a shot can get knocked out, man.
You can get clipped.
But I kind of felt like Lubin was of the elite guys at 54. And so I was very dismissive, bro. I was like, well, to the point where I was saying, well, if Lubin can't whoop this fucking this calf, this newborn calf, I said he got a problem. But I was completely wrong, Coach.
I knew it was going to be a tough fight, but I didn't expect Lubin to get handled like the way he got handled.
Yeah, and then when I finally was able to find that link, to actually go, put my eyes on the fight, man. With things that I think we could probably critique Fundora for. He's got some tools though. He brought some shit with him.
He brought the whole toolbox with him.
Yeah, man. He can fight. That dude's a problem.
He can fight, dude. He can fight. He uses that leverage of his really well.
Man, the way I, whenever I'm watching a fight, I okay, if I'm fighting, would pick a guy, how would I fight him? And I think guys just by the shit, how people say height and length and distance and range, they got the advantage. Well, with this guy, if he really kind of does have an advantage, even if he's wrong. Even if he's wrong, he's so long that you've got to account for it. And with my fighters, I don't know about you, but and the way I do it, there's like I call it the X factor, but it's like a no man's land. I want my fighter to be outside of that or past it when he's fighting. And with a 6'6" super welterweight, it's almost like you gotta allow for that because that no man's land is gonna move with this kid. You gotta be even deeper or even further. And being further, being outside, especially for a guy like Lubin that I think fights in the middle of his hips, maybe a little front-footed sometimes. He's got to be way back because he's not where he thinks he can get a break. He's not gonna get it, man. And I think
one of the things I seen, he was touching him with that lead jab to the body, but that's all he was touching him with. He wouldn't add to it. He wouldn't throw that lead jab to the body, then come over the top. He just touched him with the body, touch him to the body. And he was having some success with it, but he wouldn't build on it.
I think it was kind of like he couldn't build on it because because it was like, I got this one, shit, nah, boom, and he was getting hit with stuff, and he never quite went deep enough for me, man. Like,
well, a lot of times he would end up pulling straight back. You got a guy that tall, you can't throw your punches and pull straight back. You got to finish on an angle. He was pulling straight back, and he was getting hit with shots
and eating the whole shot. And that's the thing.
Yes.
And that's why I said the chinny shit needs to go out the window because the man's face broke before he got knocked out. He wasn't getting knocked in. No, I think they said his nose broke. He might have had a eye injury the way that thing was swollen up, but
like that was a orbital socket injury.
And he went down. Did he go down twice or just the one time?
He got dropped earlier in the fight.
He was hurt bad.
Yep.
And he got up, and then, I think the kid is chinny would be. That's a mischaracterization, man. A lot of folks just throw that chinny shit around just a lot, just to throw it around. That's a tough guy, ain't he?
Yes, durable.
Damn. But I think the lack of Fundora using his height. It really doesn't matter for these small weight class because he's so damn long. But it's dangerous because he does know how to fight in the inside. He does know how to find space for his, and it ain't like he's really dropping his legs. He's just his arms is down there so low that when he comes up, bah, he comes around, man.
He knows how to use it. He knows how to use that leverage on his punches.
Now, where do you see him going after this? I mean, I'm sure that gave him. He won a WBC. I forget what they call it, but it's the for the #1 spot after Castano and Charlo figured their thing out. Man, do you think either one of them boys got anything for this kid, or that'll?
I don't know, dude. He's going to be a problem for anybody he faces. Anybody, because if you're trying to have a training camp and you're trying to get sparring partners that mimic who you're going to fight, who's out there? Who's out there close to that kid's height that you can use as a sparring partner?
And if you get a guy that big, he's a heavyweight, so he can't really push you. Unless he wants to be a punching bag, but nobody's gonna let you. You're really in a catch-22. I mean, this guy makes David Benavidez, who's basically a giant, a huge super middleweight, right?
Yep.
He makes him look little. He makes him look little. At 6'2", this guy's the size of Anthony Joshua, man.
Yep. Fight at 154.
You would have to drill. Like I said, my way of going to it would be drilling where we physically should be at any given time. Whether we're fighting inside or outside, but drilling that spot we can't be. We can't be there because he's gonna hit us, and
you can't back straight out on him. Yeah, you can't back straight out on him. When you back straight out, you putting yourself in a world of trouble.
Your goose is cooked. That's automatic. But yeah, man, it was again. I think I over or underappreciated that kid, man, because after watching him, he presents a whole host of problems, and he's tough too because Erickson Lubin can punch, man. He's a puncher.
Yes, Lubin caught him with some good shots.
Yeah,
but it just didn't seem like it phased the kid. He just ate him and kept going.
And by the time he when he did hurt him, hell, I think that was Fondora's biggest round, most complete round, and then he walked into one. But he shook back easy. He wasn't overwhelmed at all. But yeah, man, I wanted to see what you thought about that one, man.
It was a good fight. It didn't go the way I thought it was. I mean, I thought Lubin was going to give him a whole lot harder of a time with it.
Yeah, I thought, and to be honest with you, I'm a little partial to that Castano kid after watching what he did with Jamel. To me, the fight wasn't even close. To me, I thought Jamel might have won 3 rounds. Maybe 4 rounds out of 12 rounds. To me, the Castano kid should have been crowned undisputed. He was a little too. He wasn't disappointed enough for me after that. At the end of that fight, he was like, "Oh well, shit goes to man. This is history, man. This is history. 154-pound undisputed champion, man." So I'm sure what I know of Charlo and being around, he's gonna work hard and he's gonna fight hard this next one. I'm more than certain that Derrick James and him are looking what they did the last time and gonna make some adjustments.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna root against Houston. That's where I live. That's where I live. It's hard for me to go against them Texas boys, even if I don't. I'll tell you if I pick against them, but I'm gonna be rooting for them.
Yep. Gotta back the star.
But man, that Fundora is a problem, bro. But either one of them,
he's gonna be a problem for everybody in that division. Everybody.
Because Castano's small, actually, right? Like he's littler than he was much littler than Jamel, seemed like to me, height wise.
He get in there with Fundora, it's gonna be like it's gonna be ugly.
Either help him or be real ugly because maybe Fundora lean over there a little bit too much. But yeah, man, I don't know what's gonna happen with that one if they end up having to fight him. All right, it was about how long it was, man. I wasn't Earl. I mean, it was years ago now, but it took me a while, man, to get on the Earl Spence bandwagon. Even though I was rooting for him through the Olympics and as a professional, but I remember it wasn't until he did Lamont Peterson the way he did him so handedly, and I believe you and I was talking around that time. I was like, man, the thing about Peterson is, even if he's a little past it or maybe he's not past it, but maybe outdone athletically, he's a hell of a boxer. And he knows what he's doing, so he's gonna present a world of problems. Yep. And I knew that Peterson knew how to fight southpaws, right? In a particular way that I agree with. And I remember it was you saying, Coach, this shit's gonna be bad. And I'm like, man, well, I tell you what, if it's gonna be bad, then Spencer's gonna make me a fucking believer. And I mean, Lamont couldn't do shit with that kid, man. Nothing. He couldn't do nothing with it, man. And I was one of the guys saying to everybody, Mikey, if he don't roll over Mikey can present some problems boxing wise, right? Even though he's little. Shit, wrong again, man. I seen definitely after that third or fourth round when Mikey tried. Yep. Like I can't fool with this dude, and that was Earl boxing. He was boxing. Yep. He wasn't fighting.
To me, Earl passes the eye test for everything, for his size, his boxing IQ, his defense. A lot of people don't give him enough credit for his defense.
Yeah.
You know, and they just think, oh, well, he just want to stand there and fight. No, Earl got a high boxing IQ, and he knows he knows his way around that square circle.
So I guess it was about 2018 that I finally wised up and just went ahead and accepted. And I know the guy. I've met him and stuff. I mean, he's a great guy. I like it. To be honest with you, I like everything about Earl Spence. I like how he handles himself. I like how he talks to people. I like how he stands his ground with people. Yep. And he don't let them in too much. I really hated, with the car wreck and shit, man. I really hated to see that because that's another. Now I'm back to my boxing mind, and I'm like, there's no way that kid could hit his head on the ground like that, knock all his teeth out and all this type of stuff, and
come back and be the same.
And I'll be damned if he gets in there with a guy who can punch a little bit and gets hit on the chin. Gets hit on the chin flush and doesn't fucking blink, bro. He don't blink about it. So I said that to say this. I'll give you my 2 cents about this fight. Tactics wise. But man, I can't. It's like I can't even go against this guy no more, man. It's just like I gotta go with it and be like, he'll figure out a way to win, right? But I am steady waiting for the time he gets hit on the button, and it's an overreaction though, like he's hurt bad, and that's gonna scare the shit out of me because you can't. I just don't believe it. You can't go through that kind of head trauma, man, and not be affected, man. And then how fast he came back. Like, it seemed fast.
I don't think it's going to affect him now. It may affect him later on. But right now, he still got youth on his side. So I don't think it's going to affect him right now.
Well, that's my biggest fear outside of this Ugas kid, man. Another one knows how to fight left-handed fighters. He knows how to keep his distance without overstepping, and he knows to throw the lead right hand.
Yep.
But practically, I also see that Ugas likes to be in the middle of his hips, so he's not as far back as he thinks he is. So when Earl sees what he needs to see, and he don't 1-2, he just 2. That's when I think he's gonna change the game, man. But I don't think this is no cakewalk. I think this is a very competitive fight that Spence should win. What you think? How you got it?
I think Spence going to end up stopping it in the later rounds. If you look at Ugas' last fight with Pacquiao, Pacquiao was hitting him with some nice shots. Yeah. Some nice shots. But if you look at it, Pacquiao is small for that weight class. And Ugas is big, just like Spence is big. But Pacquiao was catching him with a lot of shots. Now, I just look at it as, and I know styles make fights, but I'm looking at it at like, what if Spence catch him with them same shots that Pacquiao was catching him with? Can he stand up to that pressure? Pressure either going to bust pipes or it's going to make diamonds.
Yes, and like you said, Earl's a lot more man coming forward. We all know that Pacquiao was a phenomenal athlete, and so he performed way above his size and shit for years, right? And he was able to overwhelm guys, you know, and that's been going for years. So it's not, I don't overrate Ugas win over Pacquiao. It just showed me that technically he understands how to fight a left-handed fighter, because at the professional level. In other words, not the amateur, go to, you know, keep your foot on the outside and it's just an outside foot thing for 3 minutes or 3 rounds and then you get out of here. Now you're going to have to fight this guy. At some point, you're going to have to hit this guy and get him off you, you know, and make him be scared of that mirror image. So long, you know, and it don't matter. I can say what I want to say if people don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anyway.
If you look at Ugas, he's open in the middle.
Yes.
I mean, he's wide open for straight shots.
Yes.
Pac-Man was catching him all night long with straight shots.
Let me ask you this, though. Isn't Earl the quintessential fundamental boxer, though, where he just likes to throw 1, 2? He don't like to shoot that. He don't like to shoot that lead. He likes to go 1, 2 and power him down, you know. So I don't know if that helps Ugas out to keep him away from the big one. I don't know.
But Earl also likes to get down to that body too. He loves to get down to that body.
That's a game changer. He's a complete fighter, man.
Yep.
He's a complete fighter. Now, as far as knocking Ugas out, I don't know, because, man, less about Ugas and more about EJ. I don't think Earl's knocked nobody out in a while, man. And I just knew he was gonna be able to maybe not stop Sean, but get Sean off him, man. And until that last knockdown, Sean was winning that fight, man. And to me, it was because Earl was fighting dumb. Like he said, I'm gonna just bang out, and that's what he did. I think he'd have went in there and boxed Sean Porter. He might have fucking stopped him late, because he'd have been boxing him and classing him, but he didn't. He decided to be hard-headed. But we know he got the pop. We know he got the punch.
I think Earl got a chip on his shoulder, and I think he's looking at it as he got something to prove.
Wait, he kind of does, man.
He's got something to prove, so he got a chip on his shoulder. So
especially if he's talking about this Bud thing next.
So I think we're gonna see one of the best Earls we've seen in a while.
Bud done knocked everybody out, right? He was stopping all his fighters.
Yeah, he was flushing them like a toilet.
Yeah, I don't remember the last guy that went the distance with Bud. You?
Nope.
Yeah, they always knock out here recently. But yeah, Earl needs to knock out, and I think if he knocks him out, that's a hell of a statement, because this is a top flight guy. He's a world champion. We all know he got hosed against Sean. I thought he beat Sean.
Yeah.
Who was the other loss? They say he got 4 losses. I didn't know he lost 4 times.
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. Yeah, I didn't look up the other losses. Yeah, I didn't look up the other losses he had.
Yeah, because I don't think I didn't think he lost to what you call him, to Sean at all, but I don't know who he lost to before that, prior to that.
Let's see.
None of them stoppages, but
no.
Sean Amir Imam, that's that boy from New York, right?
Yep.
Who beat Cotto?
Yep.
He lost an 8-round decision. Emmanuel Robles. I don't know who that is.
He's good. He's good. But that was also at 140.
Johnny Garcia down at 5, but he still lost at 5. Okay.
See, those losses he got is at 140. He ain't got no losses at 147. Nothing but Sean Porter.
Yeah, so he's been all right. I recognize the Ray Robinson's name, that kid. TKO victory, Batista, Porter, Figueroa Jr. dominated him.
Yeah.
That Dallas kid, Mike Dallas. I'm trying to think. I know that name. You seen him fight before?
No, I haven't.
And then Ramos and 40. But he's been, like you say, he's been dominating at 47, and the one he lost, Sean Porter, was nuts. So he's been on a tear, man, since
moving up.
Since 2016.
And that it might not seem like it, but that move up in weight is huge.
Oh,
it's huge.
Yeah. If he was killing himself, man, so often fighters do that and it could be the trainer's decision and it could be the fighter's decision because you think you're getting advantage when you're killing your fucking self and you can't perform.
Trying to get out there on that weight. Yep.
Get in there with a guy who came, to win. All of a sudden you don't have you don't
have the gas tank.
Yeah, you don't have the go juice, man.
You don't spend it all trying to make that weight.
Yeah. So I don't know. You think he's good with the head? You think that'll catch up with him later?
Down the road, I think it will.
Not now. He's a big kid. I seen he said he did like Regis. They went and got a goddamn food person and a weight cutting person, and now they not killing themselves, making it easy. And man, he looked. He was in shape, bro. But he's always in shape. But he said this was his easiest cut, according to him.
Because for that Pac-Man fight, even though his eye was injured, he wanted that fight. He was pissed off that he couldn't get that fight, but the doctors recommended that he, get his stuff taken care of now and don't take that fight. But he was pissed off. He wanted that fight, so he's got that dog in him.
I thought, I was like, man, when he lost out on that, I said, man, that's another. Because would you say Earl? He regardless if you got Bud. Earl's got the best resume at the elite welterweight position. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that.
He's the most proven guy, Bud was, I think, proven at 40, but at 47, not that his resume is whack or nothing. I just think it's more. I think Earl's got the far better wins. Going back, like I said,
at 47,
going back to Lamont and all them guys and the boy from overseas where he got the title. He went over to England and got the title.
Yep. Oh, man, he beat him bad.
Kell Brook, yeah.
Beat him bad.
And then, I would have liked to seen him. I was excited about that Pac-Man fight. I think he was going to hurt Pac-Man. But
I think he was, too.
And when they lost out with that retina, man, you got to take it. They used to be a career ender. I don't know when, I guess I ain't realized they could fix it. They can fix anything now. They can fix anything now. That's the bionic man. That's the $6 million man.
They can fix anything now.
They can fix it all, man. What you think, man? Official prediction. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
I ain't even brave enough to say Ugas or hurt Spence, man. I think technically he may get a few spots early, maybe win a couple rounds even maybe. But I think Earl, man, is just gonna chop, and I'm gonna go distance. I think that Cuban's gonna take his ass with him and still be standing there. But I think it's gonna be a unanimous decision for no matter what the judges see. That's what I'm gonna see.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a late round stoppage. Just like I say, Earl got something to prove. He got a chip on his shoulder, so we might see the best version of him that we've ever seen. Man, like I said, if it just so happened to go to distance, it's going to be a unanimous decision. But I don't think it's going to go to distance. I think it's going to be a late round stoppage.
I think this fight will determine how big a favorite he is when he fights Bud. Rather. Yep. We ain't got to get into who we think will win that one. We'll save that for that. But I think if Earl does a number on Ugas like we think, yep. I think he goes into the Bud fight the favorite with the bookmakers. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so you got him by knockout, late round knockout. I got him by unanimous decision. What you think about what you think? Who else is what's gonna happen, man? You see the tickets sold with this Fury White thing in England?
No, I didn't see it. They reckon it up.
94,000 tickets, and they trying to make more room. Because the demand over there in Wembley Stadium is such that people are hot because they can't get in. 94,000. That's the biggest. You remember when Canelo did them 74, 73,000? That was amazing. They getting 100,000. This is Jack Dempsey. This is Jack Dempsey in the 20s, man. This shit is insane, bro. What you think about that? When you think
I think Fury gonna end up taking it. I don't see nobody. I don't see no heavyweight out there beating Fury right now.
How special is that kid, man? Is he special? Is he just
Fury is special. If he wouldn't have had them problems early on, we would have been hearing more about him. But, he had them problems, took a break, got himself together, and he came back better than ever. Now he's actually more focused now than he was before.
I think it's awe-inspiring, bro. When I hear him talking about, his mental health and all that stuff, along with, most people don't understand that most drug addicts, most drugs is the result of mental health anyway. It's from people trying to cope with
That's
shit.
The coping mechanism.
Right. So most people don't even understand that. When you tell somebody who's not an addict, that the addiction issues, it really is a symptom of a disease. But the disease is you've got depression, you've got all these things, you got trauma from growing up or however you got your trauma, and you're trying to fucking cope with it in life. And to see where that guy was to where he is now, oh man, I think it's
remarkable,
amazing, man. And I wish, they'll manufacture fight. The heavyweight division is deep now. It's deep I would say it's deep like when Lennox Lewis was running at the end, not the first half, but the second half, the 2000s on. I think he's got good competition like that that'll help him find a place in history. And they'll find this guy his marquee win opponent that'll put him down, so we can start saying, okay, where this son bitch fits in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm such a fan, bro. I get asked all the time, well, where you think could Fury beat this and Fury? I say, hold on, man. Hold on, man. I'm not willing to make that jump because to me, them top 10 heavyweights are all that's that rare air that, man, I ain't gonna just throw nobody in there, man, and think they can go with them. Man, to beat a prime Evander Holyfield, you got to be much more than just tall. That shit ain't gonna do
it. But now the next best, the future of the heavyweight division, I think it's gonna be Jared Anderson.
You and me both.
Jared Anderson.
Man,
that kid is now he's something special. And he's steady maturing with each fight, steady getting stronger. It's just amazing at his potential.
I know you know him a lot more than I do, but my God, is that a good kid to be around, man? If that kid's no good, then my wirings all crossed, man, because that's a good kid, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Got a great attitude, outstanding, unparalleled work ethic, and it's just, I just think he's the future.
And a big boy like that, and he's not a heavyweight of today's standards. Actually, he's a big man of the 90s, but but in the grand scheme of things, he's still a large heavyweight man. And the way he fights, man, hey, he's a problem.
Think about it. He's still a kid.
Yes. Yeah.
He's still a kid.
Yeah, man. It's hard to not like him. It's hard not to see how good he is. And you know, the heavyweight division's in good hands, man. I think he's gonna be there and make his he'll be batting cleanup right after Fury and them gone.
And that's exactly what that's exactly my thoughts. That as soon as Fury get out of the way, Jared gonna be stepping right in the shoes.
Yeah, and it'll be time, you know, it'll be time for the next guy, and so they'll still have fighters. What you got coming up, Coach? You got something?
We just got a couple of local fights coming up. I was gonna go to the qualifier in Ohio, but it's just, you know, trying to decompress from coming back from the Olympics. I mean, I know it was last year, but it's still just, it takes a while to try to get caught back up to running my gym, running stuff. And then I got a girl that I'm working with down here. She's getting ready to fight for a WBC Intercontinental belt.
Okay.
So been spending a lot of time focusing on her. I get to the gym. I've been putting a lot of hours in the gym. I usually get there at 4:30, train her. Then at 6 o'clock, I got my first group of beginner boxers coming in. Then at 7 o'clock, I got another group. And at 8 o'clock, I got another group. So a lot of times I'm at the gym from like about 4 o'clock and don't get home till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
You got my act beat. I get there about 6:30. I get there about 6:30, but I ain't retired neither. So
then I got Raven Brown. I'm trying to get her ready for her pro debut. So
okay, I was happy as a to hear that my girl's back where she's supposed to be, man. I was glad to hear that, man. I know she went to the academy, and did she become a police officer?
Well, she actually starts on the 18th. So, and that's going to cause some juggling. That's probably going to cause me a lot of, you know, more late hours in the gym, because she's going to be going to the academy during the day, then getting out of the academy. And what I told her to do is, you know, you get out at 5 o'clock, go home, eat, rest, and then come to the gym. Don't come to the gym straight from the academy, because your mind is still all wound up. Your body's still spun up. Go home, rest, and then come to the gym so you can be focused on boxing. So that might cause me now to leave the gym at about 10 o'clock at night. But that's what it is.
Mama ain't tripping, bro?
Huh?
I said,
Nah, because I'm at home now. I ain't traveling the world. So at least
man, I usually call you, or you would call me. Where you at, man? I just left the airport. I'm going to Timbuktu. Now I'm going back to over here and over there. I said, man, you better man than me, bro. Ain't no way.
That was the hard part. You know, I would be gone a lot with Team USA, anywhere between 4, 6, 8 weeks. Get back home. There was a lot of times I would jump off the plane. I'm back in the gym that Monday, and then that very next week, I'm gone for a week-long national tournament with my own box. So I just had time enough to come home, wash my clothes, repack my bag, get on the road again, and go somewhere with my own boxers.
What's this gal's name, man, that's fighting for that title in May?
Paola Torres. Paola Torres. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna be checking.
She's an amazing girl, man. She's never complained. You know, always has a smile on her face. Been knowing her since I started over there at Davies. You know, we both got to the gym about the same time as soon as they opened it, and you know, she's just amazing. Great work ethic. When she asked me to help train her, I said, "You sure you want to do this?" I said, "Because I'm not saying I'm no better or no worse than nobody else, but I'm gonna put you through hell." She said, "Yes, coach. Yes, coach." So I said, "All right, if you survive this, you're gonna win the fight. If you survive what I'm gonna put you through, you'll win."
Yeah, buddy. Hey, she's hanging in there. She ain't ran yet. Huh?
She ain't ran from it yet. Every time I see her when I walk in the gym, she greet me with a smile. So at least I know I'm doing something right.
I need to send her to me a Instagram, whatever, so I can start pushing on the Soapbox podcast, man.
Okay.
Get on there and stuff, man. You know I support you, bro, and everything you're doing. That and you know the world knows we women's fighting guys, so damn, I might try to come out there, man. In May, it's gonna be at Davies.
Yep, at the Davies Event Center. Yep, Davies Event Center, May 21st.
Talking to my guy, Skinny, man. I think he cornered a few guys. He was like, man, it's live, bro. They got their
it's
live, man.
It's something like you've never seen before, especially at with local club shows. I mean, he's doing it big. It gives you the air of being at a Vegas fight night.
Oh, nice. I need to get somebody on that thing, man. I need to get they was trying to get me to get they had a kid for my guy, but they couldn't come to terms. I think they found somebody else, but we need to get somebody in over there, man, so I can come down there and work too. That
Andrew Tabiti gonna be fighting on that same card also.
Okay. Who's that kid still down there they pushing now? What's his name?
Floyd. Floyd Schofield.
How's he looking, man? You working with him or what?
I was working with him for a little while, but it's just I got too much on my plate, man. Way too much on my plate.
Between your team and your amateurs and everything, huh?
Yep.
And cut man for hire, huh, bro?
And a cut man for hire. So
I see you, man.
The last show we had there, I was a cut man for two of the money team folks that was on the card. Okay. So it's deep. I stay busy.
Yeah, man. I'm glad, man. Hopefully we hooked up that time you was out here for a little bit, but
yep.
Now that you ain't traveling like that, man, hopefully we can cross paths and get in them corners too, man.
Oh yeah. I know you tried to make the last show I did there, so I'm having another, but COVID stopped it, but I'm having another show in September. So I'm gonna try to get some of you guys on that card. This one's gonna be big. It's gonna be about 25 bouts.
All right. We doing and we ain't announced it or nothing. I might have told you, but I ain't announced it. But I'm waiting till after this fight. But July 23rd and 24th in the George R. Brown Convention Center down here, man. We doing the first Cornell Randall Championship. We're gonna do the belts, a 2-day thing.
Yep.
You can have up to 30 fights each day, but we're gonna get the belts made for the open fighters. Well, hell, we probably gonna get them made for everybody, but we're gonna start pushing it heavy, man, because including your boy Jared Anderson, Regis Colgrave, they all backing us, man. They all coming out there, bro, so they get sign some shit. And
I'm gonna send you a list, and I got a deep list. I got about somewhere around 35 amateurs that I train on a daily basis, and about 15, 20 of them are actually competing.
All right, it's gonna be fun, man. We're doing it at the American Fitness Expo. So they got a section for the boxing, a section for the fitness, section for everything. So it's gonna be live, man. We put that together, man. So I'm gonna have to make sure you get your people on there. But yeah, man, I just was waiting to announce it till after we got this fight done, because you know about the debacle in Mexico, how I couldn't get down there with my visa and shit, and my damn then we get cut. The other kid gets cutting around and the fight's over. So the promoter, went at the WBC and they was like, no, that wasn't Randall's fault. It was a freak thing or whatever. So they went ahead and sanctioned another WBC silver welterweight title for him. So, man, it was hard to find a kid to fight us, man. Man, it was hard. I said, and everybody, in the sport, especially, knows his pedigree and shit, they are. None of them surprised, but I'm like, nah, man, you would think my kid's knocking everybody out or something, man, the way they won't take these fights, man. They won't take the fight, man.
In a way, that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, but I was just like, man, it's frustrating because, a bum, anybody, a can will take anything for a check, but that ain't gonna get you nothing. You know what I'm saying? They still gotta prove your opponents and shit. But so we was able to salvage that fight, man, and they gonna do it here on the 30th, man, in Conroe, about an hour north from Houston. The kids in Vegas, he flew to Vegas this weekend to get some work in with Troy and all them boys at the top ranked gym. So he'll be down there for a week and a half and get back, and we'll have a week to get ready for the fight. But
I'm gonna try to get on down April the 30th.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get on down there for that one to check it out live.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, bro. I like this, man. Little 45 minutes, man, and it don't get old, bro. I said, man. I told Fresh, I said, man, I'm running out of people to interview and ask and all that shit, man. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call my partner, man, and say, man, let's preview these fights, man, so we can keep some content going, and then that way, people know, hey, if it's a big fight, we'll cover it on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? And then Saturday we'll check and see what happens, man. Yep. But what you think, bro? Easy greasy?
Hey, easy greasy.
Tell Raven I said hi, man, and send me what you was talking about, and send me that. I want to get her IG and stuff, man, so I can follow her.
All right.
And make sure we keep up with her and push her career, man.
All right. Well, it's been real and it's been fun, brother.
All right, bro. I'm out. See you next time.
All right.
Go.